I invite you to come along for round 3 of my BCG treatments. This is the first installation. Come on, let's go. On the morning of treatments, I try to drink just enough water to be able to produce a urine sample. I try not to eat or drink very much in the morning because I don't want to activate my digestive system while I'm trying to hold for 2 hours. I moved my treatment to my urologist in town, so my drive is only about 10 minutes. For every BCG treatment, I bring a ride-along, and today my ride-along is my son, Tyler. He's gonna get me there and get me home. I arrive at the urologist's office at 8:20 for an 8:30 appointment. They take me back pretty quickly, and we begin with the urine sample. They do this to make sure that I don't have an infection, because an infection could interact negatively with the BCG solution. After I give the urine sample, they show me to my room, and this is where I will be for my injection. So they got me back, gave my urine sample. They had me strip down my bottom half, and I'm wearing a comfy paper blanket, and just waiting for them to come back. And what they're going to do is they're going to insert the catheter and then drain my bladder and then fill it with the BCG solution, and then I'll be done. Like Tom Petty said, the waiting is the hardest part. The nurse came in and dropped off her tools, and so there is the catheter along with the syringe. Because I'm transferring my care from the cancer center to the urologist's office, my urologist did meet with me, which doesn't happen on every visit, but he discussed that we will go in and do a 6-week cystoscopy after this treatment. So, in and out in 30 minutes. I'm instilled now. I have the BCG in me, so I'm gonna take a ride home and find a nice comfy spot on my couch and find a movie to distract me for the next 2 hours so that I can hold the solution and it can start doing its job as far as immunotherapy and training my body to fight any cancer cells that might be in there. And it's interesting that almost every time I have slightly different reactions with BCG. Usually on the ride home, I can already start to kind of feel some things, but today I'm not feeling it as much. So far, it's early. I've had it for about 5 minutes, but usually I can already start to feel a little bit of stinging, especially from the catheter insertion, and that seemed to go well today, so no issues there. The BCG treatment today I got was 50 mLs, which is a full dose. On some of my past maintenance, I had a half dose, but this was a full dose, so I will probably be feeling the full effects of this one. All right, so I'm back home. This is usually the point, and it's happening, where I start to kind of feel like the corners of my vision start kind of eating away. Just kind of get some tunnel vision going on as my body just starts to kind of wear down. So I'm here on the couch and gonna check out a movie. Today's movie is a classic, Rambo: First Blood with Sylvester Stallone. Today I've got quite a bit of company. My youngest son Trey had his wisdom teeth removed yesterday, and my middle son Noah has a torn meniscus. So my house is like an infirmary right now. All right, so I'm about 90 minutes into the hold and got a slight headache and not much energy, but so far I'm not feeling terrible yet. All right, so I'm about hour and 45 minutes into my hold, starting to get the urge to pee, but it's not too bad, so I'm fighting it off. And headache is getting a little bit more intense. Starting to feel a little bit groggy, so typical par for the course for my BCG treatments. All right, I'm at the 2-hour mark, so it is time to void. With BCG, it is an active germ, so there are precautions that I have to take. For 6 hours after treatment, I have to pour a cup of bleach into the toilet each time that I void. This prevents me from releasing an active germ into our city's sewer system and also keeps my family safe. With every BCG treatment, I take extra strength Azo, and that helps with the urinary pain. It was a little shocking the first time I took it because it does turn your pee bright orange, but it really does help. After my first void, I set a 15-minute timer on my Alexa device, and so it's time to flush. All right, so I'm now 5 hours out from the BCG installation, and I'm 3 hours out from my first void. So this is the part probably that I hate the most. I'm kind of groggy and been, I have to go to the bathroom like every 20 minutes, and it's kind of like peeing fire for a little while. So, and the only way to really help it is to flush the bladder by drinking water, which makes you have to pee. And so it's kind of like this endless feedback loop that kind of sucks for a little while, but eventually it starts to hurt less as the day goes on. So I'm just going to keep on drinking my water, and I'm going to keep going to the bathroom until hopefully the pain subsides. All right, so now I'm 10 hours past the induction, and that makes me 8 hours after my first void. The last few hours, my bladder spasms kicked off, and they're pretty good ones. Felt like cramping, but it was below my intestines, so I knew it was bladder spasms. Also, still feeling like every time I void, it feels like just fire coming out. So I've taken the extra strength azo. I can't take any more of that today. I did look, and I had some leftover oxybutynin, which helps with the bladder spasms. So I took that, and that's definitely taken the edge off, but they're not gone. And so, fighting that pain just has me kind of wiped out. So I'm hanging here on the couch with my dog Snoop, and we'll keep waiting this one out. And so now I'm 36 hours out from the treatment. Today I've pretty much been around the house. It's been a really rainy day on the west coast of Florida, so there wasn't much to do anyway, but rest, which is what my body needed. I still have some pain with urination, but overall I'm on the mend, and I feel like I'll be ready to go back to work on Monday. So thank you for coming along with me, and if you're going through BCG treatment, I hope this video has helped you.